Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Better Man Show. I realize I need to catch my breath every time after that few minutes of starting a show with a quick dance. It warms up the body for sure, And I really like to give credit to Luria Petrucci from Livestreaming Pros, who kind of got me going to do that. Anyway, you were listening to a song called Alive. You definitely feel alive after you do a dance like that, by a group called Hawaii. Is Hawaii spelled with one I and not two I's. So that's yeah, you definitely feel alive. In fact, as I was doing that, I kind of remembered that one of my very first. This is a story that I think most of my friends would know. But since you are here for the first time and if you do not know us, do not know me, my name is BK. Wherever I'm popping up on your radar, just follow me and don't be a stranger, right? One of my very first entrepreneurial efforts back then was when I was 15. And back in Singapore, then we used to have this thing called tea dances, where we kind of hire a DJ, hire a location, book a location, and then we basically have a dance party, right, for young people. And our very first effort at making money was that. We did an event like that before, and I still remember vividly the name of the event. We call it Kokomo because it was inspired by one of the shows that I think stars Tom Cruise. Catchy song. If you have not heard that before, go and check it out. Kokomo, right? Um, well, it was a good experience. We broke even. We didn't make a lot of money from it, but we broke even. So not too bad for first outing for an entrepreneurial effort, I guess, right? So that has always been in the blood, I guess. So anyway, today we're not talking about that. And if you are here, it just came to mind, so I wanted to share with you because you are my audience. So today, we are on day 81 of a 100-day live stream challenge. I mean, if you're wondering what this is all about, who is this fella talking to the screen, right? I mean, appearing on your screen. This is actually part of my 100-day live stream challenge, which I started exactly 81 days ago. And it was part of a personal discipline challenge. I wanted to see whether I could keep going at it for 100 days. Live streaming, not something I do every day. And it has definitely been inspiring for myself. I've learned many, many things along the way. I've been encouraged by friends, comments from friends, comments from audience, comments from people all over. It is truly, truly something that you should try, right? In fact, some friends actually did come up to me and say that, hey, I kind of am inspired by what you're doing. I want to try, right? But the most common question or the most common stumbling block, which is here, which I'm going to talk about today, is they always say that, but I do not know what to talk about. I do not know what to talk about. I totally understand your concerns. I totally understand your fears. And I totally understand your reservations because when I first started to do this, that was my initial concern, right? 100 days, where do I find 100 days of content? And as every single day, right? Every single day. And that was one of the first concerns, which was kind of why it kind of stopped me from going forward with it, right? In all honesty, it shouldn't be day 81 today. If the day that this idea came to mind and I actually started doing it, this would be day 120, I think, maybe. Just guessing. I'm just ballparking the number. So because something like that kind of stopped me, it's like I was thinking, so what do I want to talk about? Would there be an audience? What would my audience want to know? What do I really want to address, right? So I guess today just wanted to quickly give you some ideas on over the past 81 days, how I have been able to find content for myself in a way. And hopefully that helps you if you are in any way thinking about doing something like this for yourself, and you definitely should. I strongly encourage you to. You definitely have something of value to share with the world. And like I was sharing yesterday about the top 3 things I learned from Gary Vee, is that we are, especially if you own a business, if you are doing any form of entrepreneurial effort, you are a media company. You are a media company, right? And this live streaming is part of your media company's efforts, right? So let's jump right in. The first way is very simple. It's literally ask your audience. Now, if I was doing this, if I were doing this for uh, my business, right, I would just ask my audience. In fact, what I noticed is that as I look back at some of my live stream episodes and also some of the other uh, public presentations I do for my business, I noticed immediately, very obviously, the confidence level between the two shows are very different, right? Because for my business, I know my content very well, and I know exactly what my audience wants, and I know exactly what I need to share with them, right? So what I've noticed is that my confidence level for that area is is very different, very contrast. It contrasts with what I'm doing here. Here, because it started as a personal discipline challenge. In all honesty, some days I kind of found myself like, so what do I want to talk about today, right? What is my focus? And therefore, coming out with the show title was a good start, right? Now, so for you, if you already own a business and you already have your customer avatar, your perfect customer, your ideal customer mapped out, and you know who your audience is, then one of the best, easiest ways for you to create content for your live stream shows is to simply ask your audience, ask your existing customers, ask your existing clientele, right? What kind of content do they want to see, right? So that is the fastest, easiest way for you to get going, right? So that's the first way. The second way is what we normally call FAQs and SAQs. Now, FAQs are easy. FAQs are questions that are frequently asked, right? So again, if you already have a business, you would naturally know what are the frequently asked questions by your ideal clients or your ideal customers. So create content around that, right? Because since you know they're going to ask you anyway, so as you do your weekly or daily live streams, that would definitely be a good content subject matter. Create shows around the frequently asked questions, and if some of them are complex and needs a few shows, then that could be a theme for say a week, right? So create shows around the frequently asked questions. That is the simple, easy way for you. Now, then what are SAQs? SAQs are should ask questions. I'm not sure whether you have this, you encounter this in your business. There are days when you feel that the frequently asked questions should not be asked. I mean, yeah, they are asked, right? But what I'm saying is that there are certain questions that you feel that your ideal clients, your customers should be asking, but they are not asking, right? So for your case, because you are the subject matter expert, you are your business services or product expert, there are certain things that you feel or you know that they should be asking, but they are not asking. And by asking, they might elevate their understanding of what you are offering or what your product and service can do for them. Then again, on top of your FAQ style content shows, do some that are should ask question shows, right? So what are some things that you know that your customers should be asking? Now, in fact, this is a quick tip for you. On certain, some of these live stream influencers, they will tell you this as well. When you see a live stream, yes, there are live audience. There are people who come on live and watch it live. There are obviously people who watch the replays. And sometimes your because you can choose whether to show or not show comments, right? You have a choice, right? And sometimes some comments may not be actually there in the sense whereby somebody asked the question, but you know that they should be asking that question. So you could also say, I know it sounds a bit engineered, but sometimes it can be done that way, right? You just say that, hey, this is something that who so and so asked, and you do that, right? You can do that. So rather than wait for the question to be asked. So this is a should ask question segment or subject matter that you know will help your ideal customers. So that is something else you can do. So that's the second way. FAQs and SAQs, should ask questions. The third way, in order to not feel stressed for your content, right? From a day to day or a week to week basis, then basically plan a content calendar. At the start of the quarter or at the start of your live stream show, what you could do is simply sit down and then plan out the content calendar, so that it really depends on your style, right? So if that is one way that can help you eliminate the stress from thinking about what to say for every live stream show, or what to say for next show and so on. If that gives you stress, and if stress doesn't help you, now every one of us is different, right? Some people thrive on a little bit of stress. Some people don't operate well under stress. So that is obviously one of the quick and easy good ways to plan out a content calendar. Now, so from the first two suggestions that I just gave you, which is ask your audience, plan around your FAQs and SAQs, you would have generated a good list of content ideas. And then you map it out on a content calendar. Let's say each of these areas have given you 10 ideas. You already would have ideas for 30 shows, right? Now, 30 shows, if you're doing a weekly show, that is almost half a year or more, right? And then because you plan out a content calendar, what happens is that as you go from week to week, chances are certain things might pop up in your industry that you want to slot into the content area. So what you can do is then you move that particular week's episode, weekly or daily. No, I'm not sure what you are doing, but you can move it out and then insert in something that is perhaps more timely and more relevant. So for example, like a few episodes ago, I was talking about a social media platform, a new up and coming platform called Clubhouse, right? Now, so if let's say this show was about social media authority or social media marketing and stuff like that, then perhaps if I plan something along the way, and this thing that just started to blow up, right? This new social media platform called Clubhouse, I could actually do a show about Clubhouse, what it is about, how can you benefit, how can you thrive, how can you maximize it for business growth, for example, and then insert it as one of the episodes. Because why? It is top of mind. It is front and center of everybody's attention right now. So if you do a show that way, then it helps. Now, but because you have a content calendar, a content publishing calendar, that helps you, because then it's easy for you to see where this thing can come in for you, right? So that is the third way. So I said top 3 ways, right? Top 3 ways to find content for your live streams. So this is a bonus. This is something I addressed previously before, and I think is worth addressing again. Repeat good content, right? Repeat good content. The reality is that you do not have to feel that every single episode of your show needs to be fresh, new content every time. You actually can repeat good content from previous episodes. You can repeat it several times over the course of your calendar year. Whether you're doing a daily or weekly stream, it doesn't matter, because the reality of it is that from a live stream perspective, yes, there will be some loyal fans of yours that may catch every single episode of yours. But looking at myself, right? while I am fans of certain, I do follow certain personalities on YouTube, for example, and I enjoy their productions in various aspects. I don't catch every episode, right? Or I do not catch every episode when they are live, right? So that is something that is normal, right? I catch it when I can, or I catch it when I remember to. So it is perfectly okay to repeat, because some of your customers are not going to watch every single episode, and they might miss some of those episodes where you talked about something that is good and relevant to them. So help them and repeat it. You can help them by repeating it, right? So when you repeat your good content, it's not detrimental to you at all or to your business at all. In fact, it can be helpful, because you are helping your customers to rediscover some of the very good quality content that you have, right? So get over yourself, which is tip number 3 from yesterday, right? Some days, if you have to repeat them. It is a good idea, right? So this is just a quick thought for the day, because this is something that, as I talk to some friends who kind of want to start a live stream show, but uh, they feel that this is a area that they're stopping them, then this is a quick solution for them, right? 3 ways plus 1 bonus way of doing this. So hopefully that helps you, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 82.